Ask yourself one brutal question. If your main source of income disappears tomorrow, exactly how many days can you survive? For 70% of people, the answer is less than 30 days. 2026 is projected to be the most volatile economic year of the decade. If you are just saving a little bit right now, you are safe. You are slowly drowning. But you don't need more luck. You need a system. Today, I will teach you the 120-year-old Japanese rule that forces your wealth to grow, even when the economy is falling apart.
Most adults think they understand money. They earn, they spend, they save what's left. Then one layoff happens, one medical bill, one unexpected repair, and suddenly everything they thought was stable collapses in weeks. I've watched people with good jobs, nice cars, and decent apartments lose everything because they built their lives on income, not wealth. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what protects you when earning stops. The difference between these two will define where you are in 5 years.
The Japanese have a concept called kakebo. It was created in 1904 by Motoko Hani, Japan's first female journalist. It's not a budget. It's not an app. It's a financial awareness system that makes waste impossible to ignore. Kakebo forces you to write down every yen before you spend it, categorize it, and reflect on whether it aligns with your survival or just your comfort. In a culture that survived wars, earthquakes, and economic crashes, this method became a backbone of resilience. It doesn't rely on willpower. It relies on clarity.
Here's what most people get wrong. They think discipline is about restricting yourself. It's not. Discipline is about knowing exactly where your money goes and deciding in advance if that direction serves you. When you don't track spending, you're not living freely. You're living blindly. I knew someone who earned over $6,000 a month and still couldn't explain where $3,000 of it went. Subscriptions he forgot, meals he didn't need, comfort purchases that felt small but compounded into financial fog. He wasn't irresponsible. He was just unconscious. And unconsciousness is expensive.
Kakebo starts with 4 categories. Survival. This is rent, utilities, insurance, food you actually need. Culture. This is books, learning, growth investments. Optional. This is entertainment, dining out, things that feel good but aren't essential. Extra. This is the unexpected, the emergencies, the stuff life throws at you without asking. Every dollar you earn gets assigned to one of these 4 before it leaves your account, not after, before. That shift in timing changes everything.
When you write it down by hand, something happens in your brain. It's slower than typing. It's more deliberate. You see the number. You feel the weight of it. A $12 lunch stops being casual when you write it 3 times in 1 week. A streaming service you haven't used in 2 months suddenly feels like theft from your future self. Kakebo doesn't judge you. It just makes you see yourself clearly. And clarity is where change begins.
Most people resist this because it feels tedious. They want automation. They want an app to do it for them. But automation is exactly why people stay broke. When everything is automatic, nothing is intentional. You swipe, you tap, you approve without thinking. Your money becomes background noise. Kakebo makes money foreground. It makes you the conscious decision maker in every transaction. That's not tedious. That's power.
Here's the part that separates Kakebo from Western budgeting. At the end of each month, you don't just look at what you spent. You ask 4 reflection questions. What did I spend too much on? What could I have reduced? What am I glad I spent money on? What will I change next month? These questions aren't about shame. They're about iteration. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be better than last month. That's sustainable. Perfection isn't.
If you've been following Growth Vibe, you know we don't talk about get-rich-quick fantasies. We talk about systems that work when emotions don't. Kakebo is one of those systems. It survived over a century because it's built on human nature, not hype. It assumes you'll make mistakes. It assumes you'll have weak moments. It just refuses to let those moments stay invisible.
Let me give you a real scenario. Imagine you earn $4,000 a month after taxes. Most people immediately think about what they want: new phone, better apartment, weekend trips. They reverse engineer their lifestyle from their income. Kakeibo does the opposite. It starts with survival. Let's say your true survival cost is $2,000. Rent, insurance, groceries, utilities, transportation. That's locked, non-negotiable. Then you assign $600 to culture, courses, books, skills that increase your earning ability over time. $400 goes to optional, things that make life enjoyable but aren't mandatory. That leaves $1,000 for extra. This is your wealth zone. Emergency fund first, then investments, then freedom.
Notice what just happened. You didn't budget for fun and hope there's something left. You built wealth into the system from the start. The optional category still exists. You're not living like a monk, but it's contained, it's intentional. And the wealth category isn't a dream, it's a line item. If you like the clarity this kind of thinking brings, tap the like button. It tells me you're serious about building real systems, not just consuming content.
Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most adults are living one crisis away from collapse, and they know it. They feel it every time an unexpected bill arrives, every time their car makes a strange noise, every time they think about changing jobs but can't because they need next month's paycheck to survive. That's not financial stability. That's financial hostage. Kakeibo doesn't fix that overnight, but it starts to fix immediately. Because the first step to freedom is knowing exactly where you stand. Not roughly, exactly.
The Japanese call this philosophy mottainai. It means regret over waste, not just throwing away food, wasting potential, wasting money on things that don't matter, wasting time pretending you're in control when you're not. Mottainai isn't about being cheap, it's about being intentional. Every yen has a purpose, every dollar has a job. When you adopt this mindset, spending stops being emotional and starts being strategic.
I'll tell you what happened when I started using Kakeibo principles 5 years ago. I thought I was pretty disciplined. I wasn't drowning, I had some savings. But when I actually wrote everything down for 1 month, I was shocked. Hundreds of dollars going to things I didn't value. Convenience fees, impulse purchases, subscriptions I justified as investments but never used. The problem wasn't my income, it was my awareness. Within 3 months of tracking, I cut my optional spending by 40% without feeling deprived. I just stopped paying for things I didn't actually care about. That freed up over $500 a month. In 1 year, that's $6,000. In 5 years, invested properly, that's over $35,000. All from awareness.
Now let's talk about 2026. Inflation isn't disappearing. Interest rates are unstable. Job markets are tightening in many sectors. Entire industries are being reshaped by technology faster than people can adapt. If you're coasting right now, assuming things will stay stable, you're not being optimistic, you're being naive. The adults who thrive in the next 3 years won't be the ones with the highest incomes. They'll be the ones with the clearest systems. The ones who know exactly how much they need, how much they have, and how long they can last if everything pauses.
Kakeibo gives you that map. It's not sexy, it's not a hack, it's not going to make you rich by Friday, but it will make you unbreakable. And in a volatile economy, being unbreakable is the same as being wealthy. Because wealth isn't just about how much you have, it's about how long you can survive without needing more. That's freedom. That's power. That's what most people are chasing but never build, because they confuse spending control with deprivation.
Here's how you start. Tonight, grab a notebook, not your phone, a physical notebook. Write down 4 categories: survival, culture, optional, extra. Tomorrow, before you spend a single dollar, write down what it's for and which category it belongs to. Do this for 7 days, just 7. Don't try to change anything yet. Just observe. You'll be surprised by what you see. Most people realize they're spending 30 to 40% more than they thought on things that don't improve their life at all. That awareness alone will shift your behavior without force.
At the end of the week, ask yourself the 4 Kakeibo questions. What did I spend too much on? What could I have reduced? What am I glad I spent money on? What will I change next week? Write the answers down, then repeat the process, week after week, month after month. This isn't about perfection. It's about direction. Small, conscious improvements compounding over time.
If you want to go deeper into systems that actually work for adults building long-term stability, subscribe to Growth Vibe. We don't do motivational fluff. We do frameworks that survive reality. The kind of principles that hold up when emotions don't. The kind of thinking that separates people who survive economic shifts from people who get buried by them. You don't need more income to start building wealth. You need more clarity. Kakebo gives you that clarity. It forces you to see what's real, cut what's wasteful, and protect what matters. In 2026, the people who win won't be the ones hoping for the best. They'll be the ones who built systems that work regardless of what happens. This is one of those systems. Use it.
So here's my question for you. If you tracked every dollar for the next 30 days, what would you discover about yourself?